I told you, education is the key to improve our industries and countries. But you must keep cautious. All the educational methodologies and systems and tools have already introduced. But even though those are good, if you do not use them in your circumstances appropriately, they become useless. Education must adapt as necessary. I found Vietnam is so similar to Korea in terms of especially education and economic growth. The overall of the pattern of the growth for the economy and education is so similar for the two countries, Vietnam and Korea. So it is so good and very helpful for Vietnam to survey and learn Korean's model, especially Korean's failure and success, especially Korean's failure in education as well as industries. Since 2007, Korea has increased the budget of education and R&D budget. In 2007, the education and R&D budget combined were about $41 billion. It's 17% of total budget for Korea. But in 2017, it increased to about $77 billion. It is almost 20% of the total budget of Korea. It is about twice the budget from the number 2007. Anyway, Korean government invested to the education for improved industries. That it was the key. So, as the result of the support of Korean company and government, the three representative Korean universities, Seoul National University, SNU, and KAIST and POSTECH, the rank of three universities placed top 50 since 2004. This shows the positive effectiveness by the support of Korean government and industries. But we have to see the education growth in depth, in detail. The three universities of world ranking for engineering and technology fields as set by Times, the three universities have been in the top 50 before 2014, but they have not broken the top 20. It was at a standstill. And more, after 2014, three universities have fallen below the top 50 in the world. By this, we can see there are limitations in the progress of quantitative education. Therefore, I think we have to focus on improving the qualitative education more than quantitative education. Then, what is the method to improve qualitative education? I think there is spiritual factors. Those are challenge and cooperation and the nature-friendly environments, especially nature-friendly campus and library. And the last is love and trust and faith. That is the most important to improve spiritual education as well as overall educational progress. As you know, Korea now become the top 11th in the world as an economic power. It's great. Korea was so poor, was poorer than any other country in Africa, and then Vietnam. We were so poor. But you can see now Korea has been developed in economy and education. It is made possible by missionaries. They came to Korea, unknown, barren land, Korea, without fearing death. Some missionaries had difficulties, so lose their families and children by endemic diseases just days after coming to Korea. But they constructed schools in Korea and planted the root of education in Korea. But this is a problem. Koreans have forgotten their contributions, sacrifice, and their love. Only compete, rival with each other to gain their own purposes and their goals. I think that is the reason for the stagnation and decline of Korea. We do not promote love and trust any longer at school as well as at home. I told you that Vietnam is so similar to Korea. But do you think Vietnam is similar to Korea? No. I think Vietnam is better than Korea in various ways. Vietnam is 3 times bigger than Korea in land area. And Vietnamese population is about twice greater than Korean's population. Vietnam has many resources than Korea. Korea has no resources. Furthermore, Korea is divided into 2 nations, North and South. But Vietnam is united 1 nation. Vietnam has a long history in education. As you know, the first university in Vietnam, Quoc Toc Kiang, founded in 10,010, about 10,007 years ago. Vietnamese considers education very important. the most. As you know, the late of the late the late president of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, considered education is the most. I have learned. The President Ho Chi Minh could speak several foreign languages fluently. Okay? That is because by the education, I believe. So, and Vietnam has many good human resources. There are about 100 students in my university, and I have experience teach about 10 my students in my lab. They are all of my students very smart and have very good ability to learn. That is power to improve Vietnam. Most Korean professors told me Vietnamese students are so good. They praised Vietnamese students. I'd like to level my speaking. There is a saying by Confucius: plant crops for 1 year's prosperity. Plant trees for 10 years prosperity. And plant human for 100 years prosperity, forever's prosperity. Vietnam should educate children for becoming a better nation. Vietnam can improve more than Korea in the near future through the education. Do you believe this? No? Yes, I believe that. Thank you.